Dr. Ray Prado, and thank you for joining me as we read Mastering the Mind Game, Regulating Emotions During Competition. With a passion for his chosen sport and a drive for success, Garry trained relentlessly, dedicating countless hours to perfecting his skills. However, there was one aspect that often proved challenging: managing his emotions during high-stakes competitions. As the day of the highly anticipated championship match approached, Garry's nerves began to take hold. Thoughts of past failures and the weight of expectations loomed large, fueling a surge of anxiety and doubt. He knew that to perform at their best, he needed to master the art of regulating his emotions. Determined to conquer this mental battle, Garry sought guidance from a sports psychologist who specialized in emotional intelligence. Together they embarked on a journey to develop strategies for managing emotions during intense competition. The first step was to become aware of the emotions that arose, both before and during matches. Garry began to recognize the racing heartbeat, the tightness in the chest, and the flood of negative thoughts that threatened to consume him. Through mindfulness exercises and self-reflection, he learned to observe these emotions without judgment, acknowledging their presence, but also not allowing them to control his actions. To channel emotions effectively, Garry discovered the power of deep breathing. Before each match, they practiced slowing down their breath, inhaling courage and exhaling doubt. This simple technique helped calm his racing mind and bring focus back to the present moment. Recognizing the influence of self-talk, Garry worked on cultivating a positive and empowering internal dialogue. Instead of dwelling on past mistakes or succumbing to self-doubt, he repeated affirmations that reinforced his confidence and resilience. He reminded himself of his abilities, visualizing success and embracing the thrill of the competition. During the match, when faced with setbacks or moments of intense pressure, Garry learned to embrace emotional agility. He understood that emotions were natural and inevitable, but it was his response to these emotions that mattered. He consciously chose to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. He redirected negative thoughts into positive action, using the surge of adrenaline to fuel the performance rather than succumb to fear. Another valuable lesson Garry learned was the importance of emotional support. He cultivated a network of trusted friends, coaches, and teammates who provided encouragement and understanding. Sharing his fears and vulnerabilities with others not only lightened the emotional burden, but strengthened his bonds with the team. He realized that in the world of sports, emotional intelligence extended beyond the individual performance. It encompassed the collective support and camaraderie of the entire team. Through the dedication and practice, Garry's emotional intelligence evolved, transforming him into a formidable competitor. He began to relish the challenge of high-stakes matches, using the emotional intelligence as a powerful tool to navigate these intense roller coaster of emotions. As the championship match arrived, Garry stood on the precipice of success, ready to face the ultimate test. This time, however, he was armed with emotional resilience, self-awareness, and a deep understanding of his emotional landscape. During the heat of the competition, Garry's emotions surged, but he remained centered and focused. He regulated his breathing, tapped into his positive self-talk, and drew strength from the support of his team. Each point became an opportunity to showcase his skill, resilience, and emotional intelligence. In the end, Garry emerged victorious, not just in terms of the championship title, but also in his own individual, personal growth. He had conquered the internal battle, proving that emotional intelligence was the key to unlocking his true potential. And so the story of Garry serves as a reminder to all sports persons facing high-stakes competitions. By developing emotional intelligence, understanding the emotional landscape, and mastering the art of regulation, all can tap into their full potential and excel on the field. Emotions become a source of strength, resilience, and motivation, propelling them toward greatness. So the next time you step onto a court or field, remember Garry's journey. Embrace the power of emotional intelligence and let it guide you towards triumph in both sports and life. For this story and more, please refer to Accessible Emotional Intelligence for Personal Emotional Challenges and Growth by Garry Wayne, Brewer, Jr.